Hi, this fast food restaurant system I developed in Visual C++. So I'm just going to demonstrate how it works. Here I have three buttons, one for total, one for reset. If I click on that, everything is reset. Supposing we intend to buy as follows. Okay, let's say we want some hash brown as well, and we want some muffin. Now coming near cokes, let's say we want 7 of those and 4 of these, and vanilla we want to have 7 vanillas, and strawberry shake, let's say 4. All we need to do is to select payment method. Supposing we're going for Visa card, that means all we need to do is just click on total there. So what I'll do now is to take you guys straight into Visual C++ development environment, and we put one of these together. Let's do that now, guys. Okay, let's start a new project, and then we select Visual C++ in this dialog box. Let's scroll right down and select C++ Windows Forms. Let's give that a name. Just gonna call it VCPP underscore fast food. There. I'll click on OK. Now that the form is ready, I'm going to define the size of the form itself. Select properties. So we define the size of this form. Let's go for 1368 by, I'm going to go for 800. There. The next thing I want to do is to come here to the tools and select, let's get the panels. Now I'm going to define the size of this panel the way I want. Let's change the property to 3D, fixed 3D. Let's come down here, change that to fixed 3D. Okay, I'll now copy this very frame across. It's going to be, I need about 5 of those. Okay, now this very one up here, that'll be for my heading. So drag it that much right there, and let's bring this one here and take it right down, and this very one will be here. Take that down, bring this down here about that, and bring this right underneath. Okay, something like that. Alright, the next thing I need now is, let's get a label. We need one label here, and this label we have in there. We're going to enter, let's change the font size first. Let's change that to about maybe 36, and just change the text content to fast food restaurant. Right there. I think we may have to increase this font size just a little bit more. Bring it to the middle, somewhere in there. Okay, now we need checkbox. Actually, we're gonna need a couple of those, and I also need labels. No, text box. Right, select both and just copy it across. Let's keep going, and select it all, and just copy it across here, and let's copy, let's bring this to, let's copy it across here. Right, I'll now speed up the whole process. Let's speed that up. Okay, the first thing I want to do is to enter my exits codes there. Those are the lines of code for the exits. This will actually prompt the user to confirm if they want to exit. So right there, confirm if you want to exit the program, and that is the name of the program. And right there we have yes or no button, and here that's Visual C++ information icon right there. Okay, and if the answer is yes, then the application will become exit. So let's save that and come to build and try it out. Okay, build is successful. Let's run it and see. Okay, let's try out the exits. Yeah, there we go. If I click on no, nothing happens, and if I click on yes, that is what happened. Right, that's the exit lines of code right there. Suppose you guys can see it. Yeah, that's it. Alright, the next thing we want to do is let's double click on reset. Okay, here are the components I intend to reset, but I'll be coming back there to add more to this. But first thing, let's select all of these text box, select it all, and we will then, so that they can only accept just numbers. So let's select this one here. So all these other ones are all labels. So let's come straight here to the property, select event, and right here let's go for click, or maybe key press. Yeah, key press right there, and I'll just call that numbers underscore only, and let's press enter. So right in there we enter the following, so which means it will only accept just numbers. As you can see, if not char is digits, so e char, okay, has to be between this, else is not going to accept it, or that will be true. Now let's come in here. If I compile, let's compile it first and try to enter just ordinary character in there. Okay, I'm now going to use this very key press. Let's open up, there we go, and I'll try to enter just ordinary character in there. As you can see, nothing is happening. Let's try this one out. But if I press number value, you see that, guys. Okay, that is the whole idea of this, that very simple line of code. So I'm going to minimize this. I'll just close it. We don't need it anymore. I'll take you back there so that you guys see this code. There we go. That's the line of code that prevents user from entering string characters or alphabet, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so that is taken care of. The next thing I like to do now is, since all of these components are selected, I might as well come to the property here and just let's look for the enable. So right here we come in the property, we see enable. I'll make that false. So all of them are disabled. So hopefully when we run it, let's see what will happen. We will, as you can see, is all disabled. Okay, the only thing that can enable it will be this checkbox. So if I come in here, let's say we come straight to this very checkbox, double click on that, we can always enter if chk fries dot no. Okay, checked. Let's say equals true. then what I want the system to do is txt fries right there dot enable, no, arrow enable equals true. There. Okay, now we also want the text content inside it cleared. So come down here, text equals clear. Okay, now let's see. I think we should also be able to set the focus as well right there. Now let's go for, okay, we can also copy this and just use another if or else if. Okay, why do we have that? Alright, that's okay. Let's change it to capital. Alright, then it's uppercase T. Alright, so come in here, else if it's false. Now we want this to become false as well, and the text content in here becomes 0, and focus will not be possible. Right, so that is for the fries. So let's try that out. If that works, then we'll just repeat the same thing for the other components. Okay, let's see what is this. Double click on that and find out what's happening there. Okay, we have a problem with it. Let's see what went wrong. But first thing, let's comment that out and run and build. Okay, that's fine. If I click on this, there we go. So we can enter data in there. Let's say we cannot enter numbers. Well, we cannot enter string, but we can enter numbers. That's fine. Okay, if I undo, that's fine. Okay, what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to copy all of these and maybe get rid of this focus for now. Okay, so copy all of these and just speed it all up, and I'll get back to you guys. And right there, guys, I have completed those lines of code for all of the checkbox, and that's how it all looks now. So for the salad, if salad is checked, that means if it's true, then the text box is enabled and the content inside the text box is cleared. Else, if it's false, the text box remains disabled and the content in there will be 0. And that was performed for all of the other checkbox. Okay, that is the hamburger checkbox, the onion ring checkbox, chicken salad checkbox, fish sandwich checkbox, cheese sandwich checkbox. Okay, then we have a chicken sandwich checkbox, hash brown. Okay, and so on, guys. So it's just the same lines of code. The only difference are just the names. Alright, so that's fine. Let's run it now and see how it looks like. Okay, guys, so we can now just click on that. You see that? So we can enter whatever value we want in here, and it all works exactly the same. So that is fine. So I think what I should do now is maybe work on this very one here, this combo box. So I would just get that one out of the way. Maybe we can call it yeah, let's get that one out of the way earlier. Okay, let's go to form load. We're going to double click on the form now that we've taken care of all of these. Okay, they're all working fine. That's okay. All right, that's fine. And if we uncheck, you get back all the zeros. See that? And it becomes disabled. See that, guys? So that is good. All right, stop that. And now let's come in here, form, and double click on our form. And we want the combo box. What is the name of this combo box? Let's get the name out. Okay, it's called CMB payment method. Let me just copy that. Double click on the form again, and right here, form load. Okay, enter dash, then enter greater than items. Okay, dash greater than add. Okay, what I will add now will be the empty space right on top. That's for my empty space. Then the next one, let me add those. Okay, now let's modify this. This will become cash. This will be let's call that debit card. Then this one will be MasterCard. There, and this will become Visa card. Okay, right there. Let's save that. So if I compile and run, we can now drop this down and just select any of the payment method we intend to use. Okay, that is out of the way as well. That is good. Now, how are we going to complete the reset for all of these? So I'm going to come here. Let's come to the reset right there. Let's close that and just double click on the reset itself. And let's start with CHK fries. Let's go for that. Checked and make that false right there. So I'm going to repeat the same thing for, let's come for CHK salad. I think that should be here. Paste that. Right, now CHK hamburger, paste. Now CHK, what else do we have? Okay, let's take it like this. Bottled water. CHK sandwich. So CHK, let's go for chicken salad. So now that you guys get the whole idea, I'm going to just speed that up and get back to you. Okay, we've finished the reset for all of the checkbox. So I'm going to do the same thing for the text box. So for the text box, I'm going to go for fries right there. Okay, and in the case of the text box, we have to set the default back to 0. Okay, so let's go for the salad text box right there, and we'll just copy and paste this onto it there. So I'm going to just speed that up as well and get back to you guys. Okay, the reset for all the text box is ready, and that's it right there, and that is that of the checkbox, and here we have that of the labels as well, and the combo box. Okay, so have a good look at it. Now all we now need to do is, let's have a good look at the total. We now need to take care of that, but to start with, we're going to have to declare some variables. So let's double click on that and declare a variable right up here. Let's make it global variable. We need a global variable right underneath here, right there. So let's start with, let's go for constant price underscore, shall we go for fries? Price equals maybe 1 point. Okay, that is the constant for price. I think we're going to have to, we need to actually add a data type. Okay, that, there we go. Now that is for fries, so I'm going to copy that, declare another constant for salad and hamburger. So this is going to be for the salad. In the case of salad, maybe 1.4. What about the hamburger? Come in here, change that to hamburger. And for the hamburger, maybe we go for £2.30. Okay, so I'm just going to speed that up and get back to you guys as well. Right, those are the global variables declared. So it's supposed to be the price of every item that are sold. Okay, now the next thing we need to do, I've also declared another global variable for the tax. I think maybe we should declare 3 more or 4 more global variable actually. So let's come down in here and just declare as follows. So let's go for double I tax, comma I subtotal, comma and I total. Okay, I think maybe we should go for I change. That's for the customer's change. Right there. So those are my 4 global variables. Yeah. Okay, now save that. Let's go back to total. Okay, the next thing is to declare an array. Let's come in here, total, double click on total, and right in here I'm going to declare the following array. So go for double, and I'm going to call it item cost, and let's make that, I think we have 22, so we have 22 components in there. Okay, so the next thing I'll do now is I will then assign each of these array to one of the text box. Okay, I'm going to start by entering as follows. So that will, array normally start with 0, so let's go for 0 there. So this one equals, let's say, double, then we need a pause there, then the first item I'm going to enter in there, let's go for txt fries, let an arrow there, that will be dot text. So that means whatever is inside the text box goes in here, but in this case I'm going to multiply it by the variable up there, which is price underscore fries, this very one there. That is my very first one. Okay, if you're wondering where this comes from. You guys, I suppose you still remember the price, the arrays, the prices that were declared in here, the constant. There we go. So I want to take it back down, then take care of the rest. Okay, we have as follows. Right, so I'm just gonna come down here now. The next one, let's copy that, paste that in there. Then this one will be 1. That's 1 there. And we have a 2 here. And this is, that's fries, and this will become the salad. This will become hamburger. There's a B here. Right. I think, oh sorry, it's an H. Let's start that again. Hamburger. There. Okay, so the price of an hamburger, this one will be hamburger, that one will be salad, and this will be hamburger. There. So I will now speed this up. There's an arm missing here. Okay, I'll now speed this up and get back to you guys. Okay, this is how it's looking right now. I've now multiplied each of the content in the text box by their price. So it depends on how many of those meal the customer would like to purchase. So supposing this customer intend to go for onion ring right here, so the price of onion ring multiplied by whatever is entered in the text box is then stored inside item cost array number 4. If you look at it, 0 1 2 3, so that is 1 2 3 4. Okay, so now we need to sum up everything underneath here. Alright, the next thing is to use an if statement to add up all of these. So what I'll do is come in here, enter if, that should be lowercase, if CMB payment method dot text equals, let's go for cash, then we enter curly bracket in there, and I'm going to use I subtotal. That was one of the variables declared up there, plus I item cost. Remember, item cost is an array, plus I item cost array number 2 plus. Okay, so I would now speed that up, just enter the arrays in there, and there we go guys. So the next thing is I will now assign everything into, let's assign that into LBL subtotal dot text. So, and that will be, let's go for system. Okay, system dots. We have to then convert that to string. So that will be convert to string. This is supposed to be uppercase. Let's get rid of that and come right here, that dot to string. Yeah, there we go. Alright, now what we want to convert to string happens to be this very subtotal there. Copy that and paste that in there. I subtotal right there. Okay, so whatever we select now, we get the result inside subtotal. So let me just run this for you guys to see. Click on that. Okay, the system is ready. I'm just going to select a couple of those and just enter some data in there. Let's come in here, let's select anything, put it in there, and click on total. But we have to select cash. If we don't select cash, nothing happens. So let's select cash now. There. Okay. All right. Now, because cash, customer will have to give you cash, and if there's change, there'll be change there. So we're going to now work that out, or just write a couple of lines of code to subtract whatever the customer gives the sales assistant to be deducted from the subtotal and the tax. So let's do that now. So right here, okay, the next thing is to enter all of these into, let's enter them into the subtotal. So let's start by entering LBL subtotal right here, dash, as then takes. So I think we're going to have to enter system column convert column to string, and enter the subtotal there, then semicolon there. Okay, the next thing we want to do is, let me get the I total or I tax equals, let's say, the I subtotal multiplied by the tax rate that is declared up there. Let's go tax rate. Right, then let me divide this by 100, so that will give me the tax. So if you want to find out about the tax rate, okay, it's right up here. Let's come here, tax rate, that is it right there. The tax rate is 3.9, and I've also declared I cost. So I have I total, I subtotal, I total, I charge, and I cost. Those are the other variables that I'm going to be using. So let's come back down here and finish this up. Okay, that's the tax there. So we now want LBL tax. There's very one here, and I want this tax in here. So I'm just going to copy this instead of typing, paste it in there, and just change this one to I tax. There, that is the tax in there. Now we need to deal with the total. I total, which is right here, equals I subtotal and I tax. That is for total right there. Okay, that's for total. Now we need the content to be stored inside total. This very one here, we just copy all of this, paste this there, and change this to I total. So that is the total that goes in there. So that will take care of the total and so on. Now the other thing that is left is, let's come for I change, this very one. So because the customer will give you some amount, and you're going to have to deduct that from the cost. So cost, and the change that the money paid in by the customer will be stored inside txt payment method. That will be payment method right there, text. that is taken care of. Now let me store that into I cost. I cost equals I charge minus, that will be minus whatever we added here. Oh, that should be an addition, not multiply. Okay, I'm going to copy all of these, paste it in here. There, that should give me the minus. Alright, now LBL change, okay, should give me whatever is left. So whatever is left will be I cost. There. So the change, if we subtract whatever we're given here, which is in I change, is subtracted from the total value here and stored in here. Instead of using this, we can also use total here. Copy total and just paste total in there and subtract total from the amount the customer gives. So it's the same thing. So that will take care of that. So if let's run it and see anyway. Compile and run. Okay, let's select anything in here and just enter how many the customer would like to purchase there. Okay, let's come in here as well, and maybe one more here. Okay, we have to select cash though and enter. We need to enter some value in here. Okay, in this case we need to also enable this. Let's enable that first. Right in here, come in here, we should enable this. When it's selected, it should be enabled. Enable equals true. Alright, so select, coffee there. Okay, now and enter some amount in there. Let's say we're given £50, and if we click on total there, so all we need to do is, if we add all of these together, that should give us £50. Okay, if you want to verify. Alright, so what is left for us to do now is we need to convert it all to pound sign. So exit, and let's come down here and just convert it all to pound sign. So I'm going to start by, maybe copy this, paste it right there, and just go for equals string format. Open a bracket and column, let's have 0 there, and C, close that curly bracket and come out here and just enter I cost. So that should give us the pound sign of that. So I'm just going to repeat the same thing for the others. I'm going to copy that, paste, paste, and paste. Now there's a comma missing here. This one, undo that, take that off. Another comma here, comma here, comma here, and change all of these. So this is meant the last one will be total anyway, so come down, just paste total here, and this one will be subtotal, and tax there. So we need to change this to I tax, I subtotal, and finally I total. Okay, there. So let's compile and run. And now we can verify if we are able to enter our pound sign. So let's say we're going for cash and enter maybe 20. Right there, guys, you can see the pound sign. Okay, so one other thing, when we select this, we can always clear this. And okay, let's do that. We can just clear it, and so that we can enter some values in there. Enable and also clear. Equal that. Right. Okay, that is fine. Now all we just need to do now is use an else. Let's come down here, else. So what we're actually doing is copying everything here. We don't need this, we just copy all of these and paste it right in here, and we then delete this because we may be given MasterCard, Visa card or debit card, and we delete all of this as well, so there will not be any change given. But if we can also make it specific. Let's say we say else if, copy that, paste that in there. So that's going to be MasterCard. Okay, if it's that, or if it's Visa card, or if the customer is using debit card there, and that's take care of the last bit. Okay guys, let's suppose you guys get the whole idea anyway, and that is it. So that's for debit card. Maybe if I break this into two, yeah, so that you can see it there, or undo that and just bring them all together. Yeah, that's fine. Reduce the size. Okay, you can see all of this now. Alright, so let's try this out now using either debit card or Visa card. Okay, let's enter whatever the customer wants in there. Let's change this to 2 and this one maybe 3 here, and here we want maybe 2 as well. Then we want maybe about 5 in there, 5, and right here we want some milkshake, 7 of those, and orange juice, 5. So we need to select either debit card or MasterCard. Click on that, and right here just click on that, and that gives us the cost. Okay, one other thing is, if any of this is selected, we can always disable this. So let's disable that here. Let's come down here and just disable that. We don't really need it. And we'll copy it. So if that is selected, we want that disabled, equals false there. So let's run it one more time, then we can call it the end of this program. Right there, enter one more here, and we select debit card or MasterCard, and then let's click on total. Right there you can see it's disabled. So with that guys, I'm gonna call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you all enjoy it, and please do subscribe. You all have a nice day now. Bye for now.